Hello, everyone. Welcome to Twisted Trash Thursday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are doing well, whether it's the morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in this world. It might even be Friday, depending on if you're down under. So, hello. Hey, Sis Hilda, I see you. I have to make sure she knows that I see her out in the chat. She be spamming. That's how we do each other in live streams. So, what a hot day it is outside. Yes. I'm going to try not to be too bad, on trash. I know it'll be a little difficult, but I'll try to remain dignified in all that I cover today. So, to quickly get into it. Ooh, what was that? Oh, okay. To quickly get into it, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right, so I'm just going to show these pictures quickly. I know that they're pop pictures, but well, actually, I'll send them to the channel members. You probably already have seen them of Harry and family at a 4th of July parade. Yeah, I'll save that for the channel members. But they were, and the UK media making a big deal, and you'll see in a headline coming up about them attending a 4th of July parade, and it's like, yeah, Harry's American. Okay. All right. let me behave myself. So there was an article that I happened to see a screenshot of, and I was like, what is Reuters talking about? But it just says Prince Harry fights for trial and hacking case against Murdoch's group. And this is from the 5th, which was yesterday. And I just thought it was odd. I mean, yeah, we know that he's wanting a trial, which I thought they just went through, but I know there's several segments to this phone hacking situation. So, and actually, let me think. Yeah, Murdoch's involved probably across the board, allegedly, in all the phone hacking situations. So, just have to remember that, yeah, there's ongoing cases. I'll just put the S on the end of it, and that we need to just be prayerful and mindful of all that can go down when the crazies on the other side. I wanted to do a look back. So today, back in 2019, King Archie was christened, and yes, the picture's cropped for a reason. Some of you probably realized it, and some of you may not have, but you see Harry, you see Meghan, you see baby Archie, you see Mama Doria, Meghan's mother, and then the two other ladies are Princess Diana's sisters, Harry's aunts. Yes, the Spencers were there. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to do that look back. I'm thankful for the reminders that pop up. um, photos and memories and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, wow, time has flown because he's the cutest little boy now. And running around and getting into everything. So, although I don't have a physical marker that I've made for her, because mind you, and I put it in the chat. See, Mac, all right, some of you squatties, you're going to have to let me know before the actual day that it's your birthday so that I make sure I have it noted. But happy birthday to C Mac, who put it in the chat. I'll sing to you and Sonia in a minute. So I did have something for Sonia because I was aware of her birthday, and I did put this out on community posts. So next year, C Mac, if I'm still around next year, I will make sure that you have a shout out too on the community tab. So, but happy birthday to you both. Happy birthday to you both. Happy birthday, C Mac and Sonia. Happy birthday to you both. Okay, there you go. All right. I don't have anything else in the squatty corner. I do hope that after I go through my trash time, that the royal family is looking like this. Let me just check comments really quickly. All right, just happy birthday and hello and greetings and everything. Okay. Hey Ace, how are you? Just scrolling. Wow, thank you for this. Patty, thank you for the 16 months of being a channel member. I so appreciate it. Let me go over to the YouTube side and see if I can still see it on that side, because I don't know why it refreshes so quickly. Oh, and she said happy Thursday, everyone. Oh, yeah, that's the joys of being a channel member. You do have once a month, there's a free where you can click on the $ and then you can post a comment up, and it just gives the highlight. Church Nelly, I see you with the bitch slapping time. She's like, enough talk and just get to it. So yes, happy birthday to our squatties, and you both are cherished. Me and C Mac cross paths on the Bird app, which I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on the Bird app. Now I see people are moving off the Bird app. They're moving off of IG. They're moving off of, I'm like, what the heck? So I can't keep up with all these new social media platforms. So, but we shall see. Let's see. Marjorie, that's the real family of Harry. Don't know how to class the others. So true. So very true, Marjorie. So very true. He's received nothing but love, support, inspiration from Megan, and that they've built a family, and Mama Dory's been there to support both of them through all this. So yeah, C-Mac, most of us are moving from the bird. I'll be there to Spottable get spaces. Yeah, I'm kind of holding out. Now the website is, I'm able to use Spottable website. So I was hesitant because, Twitter had the both, you can use the web or you could use the app. And I'm glad that whatever the kinks were going on with Spoutable, which you all should check out if you're squad. If you're not and you're found out to be pushing hate in any manner whatsoever, yeah, they'll handle you over on Spoutable. It's just it's a safer zone. Mm-hmm. So, hey Anna, how are you? All right. Since I know the prompting, everybody's just saying happy birthday to the birthday squatties. And yes, I just had another memory popped up of Megan at Wimbledon. When she caught hell for flying into, was she still over there at the time? She might have been. I don't know. Wore jeans, and it was just like a whole to do. Anyway, I want to say that's when she flew in, but no, she wore the dress, the jean dress, when she flew in, and people were making a big deal over. Oh my lord, she left her infant child, and it was like, get a grip on life. You don't even know where the baby was. So just anyway. As I woosah, check the last three comments that I see popping in. What is this? That guard was flat on the ground and no one was coming out. Yeah, they have to go on with the program. We can't. It's not like in church. They'll come throw the sheet over you. Usually they don't mess with you. I guess they just make sure you're breathing. But okay. And Anna, let me just make sure. Yes, your birthday shout out is locked and loaded in a sense for community tab. Hey, cookies and cream, how are you? Good to see you. All right, all right, all right. So, oh yeah, rawr, to all the Leo season is coming. Get ready, folks. Get ready. All right, just saying. So now, if all hearts and minds are in agreement, here we go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. So, for the first item in trash time, there seems to be this just the double standard. We know that they'll print snarky headlines about Harry as if, well, he didn't attend his best man's wedding. It was a good friend of his, but he wasn't listed and he wasn't standing up there with Harry, so he wasn't a best man. Now, you can call it the band of friends. I get it. He took a picture with his friends. Thankfully, he was kind enough to share it with us. Otherwise, none of us would have ever seen any of those pictures of their reception. So, kind of happy that they shared that. But I shared this, I think it was Tuesday, in trash time. And, Harry misses his best man's big day, blah, 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 blah. The Sussexes weren't there. Well, as things would happen, there are receipts. So, back in 2016, a couple that had been married for a while didn't attend one of, Space's best friend's weddings. And, they wrote about it. And seems Wills is drifting away, says friends. Have we not heard that used against Harry? I tell you what they just regurgitate headlines. Now, mind you, some of it is to get Squatty involved and engagement, but we're usually calling them out on the bullshit. So, and this is, that article about Harry is truly that bullshit. We don't know what conversations happen behind the scenes. Harry's flown over there enough. He doesn't need to. Anyway, for the whole year, if you ask me, but that's just me. So that was in 2016. But then again, in 2018, he was a no show, as was his wife, which it cracks me up that they were still referring to her as Kate Middleton, because suddenly when Meghan came along, she became the Duchess. The Duchess. Now, it's the Princess of Wales, which will always be Diana, so I don't even refer to her as that. So, um, but yeah, cosplay and Willy Wills, 2016, 2018. Well, maybe they had young children. Don't know. I'm sure they'll use that as an excuse, but what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. Oh, okay, but keep regurgitating those headlines. Now this one really got me. So back on, that is, I believe, October of 2019. So if we all put our minds into what was going on in October 2019, the Sussexes were, just about to make their announcement, but they were finishing up their South African tour and all that stuff. So I had never seen this headline, so thank you to the Spotty who printed the screenshot or tweeted out the screenshot. Kate Middleton reportedly fired her personal assistant out of nowhere, and Meghan Markle gets the blame. Now, of course, Meghan would get the blame because, that cosplaying crazy Looney Tune with no brain to even put together a sentence, a coherent sentence, Can you smell the smell by smelling it? Is what she would come up with. Yeah, of course she would blame Meghan. Just like doing the walkabout when the Queen died, though Meghan and Harry didn't want to do it, but they had no choice. But that was the hardest thing for her to do. Being sick for 6 to 9 months of your pregnancy wasn't, and I mean all three, wasn't the hardest thing you had to do in life. Sitting on your ass every single day is not the hardest thing in life, because you have nannies taking care of your kids. You might drive them to school, but let's not play games. Okay. Take a sip on that. Now, I know just from Barron's Live, and it's probably all the squatty positive channels are talking about this. Cosplay is trifling. I'm just going to say that. She is trifling, and she has no respect for other women, even when the wives. So, in this, they write their puffy headline. Princess Kate looks thrilled to catch up with old pal Roger Federer as he's honored at Wimbledon, but his wife, Mirka, doesn't look quite as happy. Mirka didn't curtsy to her ass. Mirka barely smiled at her. So there's a lot going on, and I understand that there were some comments made by Cosplay's sister about Mirka, and yeah, so that's where some of the bad blood may be coming from. But whatever it is, I see where some of it may really be coming from. Listen, I don't care how close of a friend you might be, but when his wife is in the presence, please don't try to monopolize his time. Now, Mirka was good because she knew the public eye was on her. I might have had to lay Cosplay's soul to rest when we got somewhere private and no mics were anywhere near. Because it's just some of the headlines were even less favorable to Mirka. But here is the video. Now, you all, yeah, I had to mute it because the squatty who tweeted it out, God bless you, had put music, Reunited, if you know that song. Yeah. And I was screaming when I heard it. But then when I took a good look at it, I was like, oh, you're trifling. You are trifling. So, yeah. Okay. I just wanted to see that it did come up. So let me do this for one thing. Let me take care of this. So this better not play the music. I'll die. Oh, okay. So Now he's being honored. So all you should have whispered to him was congratulations. But congratulations is not what you were saying because I was trying to read those lips. Now, what I was coming up with was a nastiness. But it was so bad that he shifted his stance, moved closer to his wife, looked at his watch, and then had this look on his face like, what the was that? So she seems to leave people like that when they're around her. You know, the kids give looks. You know, and I had my jokes on those moments, but just try to read the lips. Yeah, okay, thrilled. Woo, she was disrespectful even to her own husband, who, while he might be very disrespectful in many manners, allegedly. Yeah, I guess she forgot where she was or there was cameras around, but maybe it's just me seeing that. But yeah, I have the video that, you know, with the music playing, hilarious. Of course, I can't play it because I'll get a copyright claim, and I don't need that. But and I had to shorten it even to get it to load. So she was more than thrilled to see him, and you know she has no respect, not even for herself. So um I'm just gonna go on with the rest of the stuff. I'll see what you guys, you all have to say when I'll have a few more items. So I want to just say I hope those in the UK are very happy with their Fab Four, because this is what you get. It's not, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh and space and cosplay. But you got KC3 and his, you know, wife consort, and don't they all look thrilled? They all look constipated, to tell you the truth. But um, I would think on such a happy occasion. So this is, just to catch everybody, this was in Scotland, and this was like a second mini conurnation. And I just want to play so that you can hear how the people of Scotland felt about KC3. I had to stop. I'm sorry. When they started trying to play the national anthem, look at here. The crowd said, "Not today. You will not drown us out with that music, and we're going to let you know how we feel." So maybe sitting inside, they were still reeling in all that was being yelled, because there were some choice words for space also. But maybe you should focus on, I mean, Charles has no excuse. He's had, I would give it 60 years to get people to see him as favorable and likable and down to earth. Of course, he blew all that out the water when he did what he did with Diana. So, You know, Space, they see him pretty much as a waste too. Now, while Space is doing all these things, going after his brother and sister in law and all this stuff, and taking jabs at his dad, through the papers, of course. You know how they leak. You know how they leak. He needs to be worrying about the hair. His dad has more on his head. Obviously, he's less concerned and maybe less hateful. I don't know. He leaves all the BS work to his con to do, since she likes to do that type of stuff, which makes it's aging her by the moment. But and maybe she was medicated. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And maybe so was cosplay because she's sitting like a stiff board. But okay, let me move on. Let me move on and go Scotland. Yeah, go Scotland. All right, so I talked about this. I have pictures. So there's this whole thing. It's Prince Harry's Independence Day. Duke underlines split from the firm as he takes 2-year-old daughter Lilibet, who hasn't seen her grandfather Charles for a year, to a July 4th parade near the Montecito home honors before King's Scottish coronation. Number one, Chucky Chuck is the adult in the situation. Adult, senior. Um, Hell, the Queen and Philip saw, Archie, because they did Zoom. So I need them to stop it with that. Charles chose not to see his granddaughter when she was in the UK. Charles did. So let it lie with Charles. But, they're having their fits over him going to. Why would he go to a coronation? Why would he go to Scotland for that? What he needed to do, the duty he needed to do was in the UK. Charles going to all these damn countries and having coronations and parties, I'm sure. So not necessary, in my opinion. But hey, anything to gin up, because you can see that when this screenshot was taken, there was 509 comments already. So got to gin up that hate. Oh, they live here in the U.S. They were at a parade. I believe it was last year, the year before. He was at the rodeo. One of them things were going on. So what? They went to a parade. That's what most people with young children do, is go to a parade. I know one was in Wyoming, and at least this one they were close to home. So more power to them. Cheers. Yeah. I don't. And I'll say this: seeing the picture of Lilibet, yeah, Charles don't want to see her because she's a spitting image of her grandmother die. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All that Spencer. What? Okay. So yeah, they're having their tadaddles over this. So, let's see. Now, whoever this YouTuber is, I saw her screaming about she was going to sue. I guess one day we'll hear about a lawsuit dropping. Of course, Woody Woot got a hold of this, and now GB News is trying to highlight. But she wants to take legal action because a screenshot of her channel was shown in the documentary. Now, you had to be really paying attention, because how they did those when they were showing on the smear, they were all popping up all over, like, you slowed it down to like look, oh, that's mine. Well, if you weren't spreading hate, then you probably wouldn't have been included. And I'm sure what they included was from, Christopher's his research, which is pages of research. So go ahead, file the papers. Because if they showed it, legal checks were done, and they're ready for you. They are ready for you. But yeah, go for it. Be fun. Have a good old time. So KC3. Now I saw this, and at first I was like, "What? He's still messing with people?" But King Charles kicked out the Queen's best friend because he didn't want to live next door to her. So that's what it says, continuing in the screenshot. So he made her move. I see that they're having no trouble giving peerages out to, the Khan's side of the family, which would be unheard of, but they do what they want to do. And I hope they enjoy living there, because I have a feeling when Space gets his hand on that title, all their lives are going to change. So hopefully they make the best of the peerage and all that, because when there's a new sheriff in town, they're going to go by his rules. And I don't think Space is going to want to have all of them, their folks, involved and having more than what he feels they should have now. Mm-hmm. So that is all that I have. But I like to show this picture of the loving couple who, even if you look at this one, now they're supposed to be in church and you should be happy, and it should lighten your countenance a little bit. They need X-Lax, all four of them. Okay. All right. So, or maybe this was going on. Let me look at that picture again. Can you see her feet? No, you can't really see them. But yeah, maybe this was happening. She just was in agony and pain. I didn't see this though. This necklace. Let me look again. That's not the same necklace around her neck. So, where's the necklace cosplay? Where's the necklace? All right. Because now you're cosplaying Ocean's 8 movie, where the expensive necklace up and goes, and then someone breaks it apart. Yeah. If you've seen Ocean 8 I love that movie. Yeah. You'll understand my reference. I saw this and I wanted to say, first of all, I was taken back. Daily Mail US. I was like, oh my gosh. Then I looked at it and I was like, why are you being hateful to this woman? So, because another squatty made a comment, and I was like, what? They are some sexist SOBs there. Lord Nappyhead, as he is called by another channel, that I love that, really has it in for people, and especially women. So, Kevin Costner's first wife, Cindy, shops for groceries 30 years after their marriage ended. First of all, that headline makes no sense whatsoever. Are you like stalking the woman? How do you know what she's done since when they were even married? I mean, I remember the time when cosplay used to go shopping for groceries prior to marriage. We don't see those pictures no more, do we? And I'm sure she could, because allegedly she had protection when she was dating him, but we never saw anybody around her. Okay. Now, I just wanted to say, the Daily Mail US, no bueno. No bueno. Stick to the UK. Don't start that shit over here, and let's go on, because you'll be treated like the Inquirer, National Enquirer, just a newspaper that's probably not even worth wiping your behind with. But okay, that's all I had. I know there's a whole lot of comments, so I'm gonna do my best to pick a spot. I see I have. Okay, let me all right. Let's see. Some of your comments as I'm scrolling, y'all. Okay. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to work my way down, because looking at the time, yeah, okay. Rosita's Princess Diana showed us being a princess in the British royal family wasn't the red. It wasn't all. She's much more than that, but all right. Let me come over here, because I see some Some of y'all are dropping some love on me, and I just want to say thank you so very much. Okay, because I'm going to play it once for all three of you, but I'm going to show each of you are. So thank you, Mama Jane, for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Alan. Let me read this. Oh, Lord. What do you think Mistress Carmela uses that feather in her hat for? Oh, Jesus. Thank you for the super sticker, Alan. I might address that. Well, she tickles her feather. Her you get what I'm saying. Okay. She tickles her fancy. Let me say it that way. And you put whatever you need to put in for fancy. All right. But don't send another super sticker through. Oh, hey, Black Cougar. Listen, I said I was going to call you Black Cougar, but thank you for the super sticker. I so appreciate it. I appreciate all three of you. And so this is for all three of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, let me see if I can find my spot again. Alan, Lord of mercy. You just take me out. Let's see. Marsha. Woo, honey child. If Marco was a sister, there would not have been a way Kate would have been so disrespectful to her. A real sister would have snatched Kate bald. Damn the camera and the law. It's just common sense and dignity and decency that you don't monopolize an entire time of a man that's not your husband, number one, because if you're married, you don't need to be in nobody else's face like that. But then when his wife is there too, excuse you, who are you, please? But yeah. Mm-hmm. I think she wanted to, Marsha, but she just, he was there to be honored. So there was no reason to say anything other than congratulations. And that was not congratulations that she said. But I need the lip readers to get on that video and tell us exactly what she said. Confirm what I'm thinking, because I'm not saying what I'm thinking. Okay. But if you kind of put it in your mind, she had to have said something to make that man shift his stance closer to his wife, look at his watch. And then the look on his face was like, shit. That's the nice word I can say, but it was the F word. And I know it was like the long drawn out way we might say it. Yeah. Yeah. That was bad. That was real bad. Because she don't even chat it up with her husband like that when he attends Wimbledon with her. Just saying. Lord, one of these days, Kate is going to meet someone who doesn't care that she's a princess, and they're going to beat her to the high heaven. Yeah. Because that was very, yeah. I mean, some equated it even to the point of, when she was in that receiving line and tried to monopolize the bride's time, when you're supposed to say congratulations, and then move on because it was pre-wedding and they're just doing this as their custom. But yeah, you want to take up all the time. Mm-hmm. Annie, BS, even the dogs give her the same. Well, I'm just gonna see, Max, you're starving for attention. Well, I'm just gonna leave that alone. Marjorie, sympathy from federal. Yeah. It was bad, and you see it not in the slow, like to see how he just shifted, and it was just like, well, damn, what she's. When I saw the slower version, about reunited, and it feels so good. When you hear that playing while it's rough. Whew, maybe she has that in her mind. I don't know. Did I even read that? Let me see. Sonia Mumbles was downright flirting and being disrespectful. Um, of course, the picture that was captured of her doing a measurement of something, showing how small something is, yeah, that she needed to be mindful of her jazz hands, kept her hands down to her side. I've never seen her that animated with anyone that has gone to Wimbledon with her, not with her sister-in-law, Megan, not with her own damn husband. Um, I don't even think she chatted up with Mama. I think her mother has been with her. So what's different with Roger? Okay. She needs to get straightened out though. Don't ever let that happen again. Let me see. Anna, Raphael, no decent woman do that knowing they are married. Yeah. Um, unless you truly just don't care about your husband's feelings. It's a respect level. You can chat with folks, but when you're having, he's again, he was being honored. So you clap, you do all that. But then there was also a match going on. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up. Watch. Watch. Just too bad he didn't do that. Like, Louis. Can you imagine if Roger had turned to her and did the same thing that Louis? Oh my God. I would have loved to see those headlines. Moshe, Roger stepped sideways to be closer to his wife. Old boy could feel that heat. Merker was sending him, listen, or he was feeling some heat coming off of somebody else, and he was like, no, not interested, not here, not interested. So yeah. Woo, Sonia. Kate would have gotten those hands talking to my man like that, and I'm there. Woo, what you talking about? I'm just saying. Zetas, let's see. Charles and them look so miserable there in Scotland. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it makes no sense. They look so drab and unhappy in church. What's the point of you being there? If it's all for show, just stand on the balcony and do that, stuff, and then put the crown on his head. Why you have to do it there? Are they going to go to Ireland too? I just have that question. Y'all can answer in the chat. Because and he's not going to take the crown all around the Commonwealth, is he? Does he have to do that in every country? Because it's just strange to me. Oh yeah, Scotland they weren't playing, but see, they were silenced last time around, I think, when he was there. So they were just making sure that they all know. Yeah, not here. No, Anna, I wouldn't wish that on the person that was holding it. I'm just no. Mina, they was not here for the petty family. No, they're letting them know. It now, mind you, Scotland is feeling the heat of Brexit, because although they wanted to stay, they don't really have the voice to do that, and they, were dragged right on into the situation, and so yeah. It's just funny to hear it and to know that people were very, very vocal. And you don't need thousands of people, but they were very vocal. And then once they went inside, they were like, okay, we're good to see him again. Let's get him and let him know. Um, was she cosplaying her hat too? Oh Lord, let me look outside. Okay, I just you know, Kuja goes crazy, and I'm like, why? L? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. So she cosplayed her hat? I didn't even notice that. Let me look at this thing again. Oh yeah. She wore it was the green, wasn't it? Wasn't that green hat? I didn't notice. Now if she had wore the cape, Jesus, that would have really tipped it. I didn't even notice that. Good eye. See, I keep telling y'all, squatties don't miss a thing. They don't miss a thing. Um, they are bloody vampires with those black capes. It's just old robes that, hopefully they clean them things. You truly aren't just hanging in closets until the next one. Hey, Kathy G, how are you? Um, V, the Unroyals got shook. Yeah, they couldn't believe that. Because, they weren't even out the car yet. And they really got loud as they were getting out the car. So they just had to make sure they did hear the love. Woo. I'm going to keep on. To church snowing, I saw that. Woo, Mama, I can't put that up on the. But I agree with you. But I can't put that. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that up there. We're gonna just kind of let that go and woo woo. Cookies and cream. Dirty Tamp and the Unroyal crew got exactly the disrespect and hate they deserve after all the hate they've incited against Megan. There's definitely more to come for that Unroyal bunch. Yeah, thankfully there were no eggs being flung that I heard, but I guess the people in the UK decide to retain that for themselves. Thank you, Little Mac. Charles would have seen her if he went to her christening. Thank you. Christening, birthday party. There were a couple of things held over there, so or he could have came here for a christening, but her first birthday party was held in the UK. So he couldn't have broke away for a little bit for that. I'm just saying. See, Mac remind me, didn't Chucky skip her christening? Yes. Now, what I love about it is, as we know, her godfather called back her parents after he, was so shocked and grateful that they had even asked him to be her godfather, and then was like, wait a minute, do we have to go over there and do all that stuff over there? Because if so, I'm good. Yeah, that makes me laugh every time I see that clip of her godfather. Church Deli, oh my God, Alan horses do like feathers in their cap. I can't. You all. Mm-mm. And she is wearing the one that the Queen used to wear, right? I guess because she has the title now, she gets to wear it. But I mean, okay. Rosita's apparently I was supposed to stay home, so no sightings of him to distract from news about Charles. As if anyone in America was checking for that man over there in Scotland. He should have been mindful of the calendar, the date on the calendar, to know that the U.S. fought a war. Mm-hmm. And wasn't it a great uncle or something or other or whatever or grandfather? I don't even know what that George was to him, but oh, Tiger, karma's a boomerang. Everything those snakes dish out against the successes is coming back to them tenfold. Yes, and I'm glad that they're hearing it and they can't. Now, of course, if Harry and them had been over there and gotten out of a car, oh, they were booed. No, it's them. It's the others that were booed, and there was no hiding it. I'm sure there were no headlines about it, but there was no hiding it. Black Cougar's like that stupid headline leaves me saying, and yeah. It's the whole, oh, he shouldn't be seen. Hey, Rosalind, how are you? Like, whatever. Harry and Meghan are to become recluses. I'm sorry, but they stepped back from being working royals. They didn't renounce titles. They didn't do anything, that the one Edward did in order for that the title then fell to the brother, and then the queen became queen because she was his heir. If the man had had children, that would have been a wrap because it would have went to, yeah. But anyway. Let me see. Tier. Charles took away their home. Him not seeing Archie and Lilibet is his choice. They were there for the Jubilee, yeah, and he did not visit them. Kick rocks. Exactly. So when they are within a helicopter ride, because if he had to come out of London, I'm sure, to go to Windsor, he would have taken a helicopter, because that's just how they do around their parts. So it is too funny for words, and I have to remember to. Let me see, Little Mac. Harry and Meghan defended her. Is that what you're saying? They did not defame her. Well, I just want to see when she files a lawsuit. I don't remember seeing anything about, and it wasn't anyone in particular that they spoke about, from my understanding. It was very generic. So whatever. Let me see. Rochelle, you got it wrong. She was one of the 3 Karen that was shown. Are you talking about how she's going to sue? I mean, please, whatever. Just file the papers. Don't talk it. Do it. Sonia, the protesters were louder. The playing of the national anthem, the banging of the cymbals were no match for them. No, because they were like, we'll get louder. Thank you. Because when the first started, of course, when the Crown came out, and they had their tone. And of course, when it was, oh, they're getting out the car, okay, we're going to get louder. Oh, you want it because the national anthem is going to be played. We're just going to get louder and louder and louder. And I just thought that was funny. They were like, yeah, try it if you want to. And it's what he deserved. It truly is. You just basically wiped your feet on your youngest son and daughter-in-law and those grandchildren. So you just go, enjoy your life with your con. Black Queen, can someone please tell me why Kate is not wearing the oversized duster get-up? Is she on punishment, perhaps? From what I read on the Bird app, from people responding, she's not part of the order. She wasn't invited, I guess. The Queen gave her whatever is it the Victorian order in the UK, but the thistles is not something, she's not part of that order. So therefore she had to be in street clothes, and people were squad was having a good time. The Rangers were losing their minds. Yeah, it was pretty funny to read. But that's why, from all that I understand, the little bit that I saw was like, gotcha. She's not part of the order. She can't wear the giddy up. Let's move on. But you would have thought that, when KC3 bestowed it upon his Khan, he would have done the same to Space's wife, especially once he officially styled them, as the whales, and not beluga. V, you understand Ocean 8 is where the necklace ended up. Okay. Several different pieces. Let's see. Annie, there's nothing wrong with shopping for grocery. There really isn't. It's just a very sexist um, headline. I don't know. Maybe she pissed somebody off, and they have her in you know, their line of sight. I don't get the whole gist, and I was not looking because I was just like, okay, why are you coming for this woman? Um, but whatever. Well, it was okay to shop when Kate did. Oh, look at her! I remember reading the headlines as I was doing research. You know, Kevin Costner's also divorced in the second wife. That'll do. Not many people buy tabloids anymore. Well, no, they don't. You know, over here, we laugh at this stuff. We can stand in line if it's a long line at a store and kind of scan them. You can scan the headlines. Usually, if I see, especially once Megan was joining the family and joined the family, then yeah, your eye kind of catches anything involving her. But yeah, tear. Cindy Silver did not eat for 30 years. How is she still alive? Yeah. The headline is just, I'm going to. Woo! Nelda, hello. It doesn't matter how nice looking that blue dress is, she still looks miserable. As she should. She chose the life. She chose the life. Um, and her grifting um, family, you know, pushed her into that. And so, you know. Ooh, let's see, Benjamin. To me, the more we see the grandkids and all the occasions, the more it brings up the old hurts of Diana passing and how much they stole by deleting her, not just from her kids, but the world. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. You know, and I can even say, I truly bought what was being said. She declined royal protection, although you would see her being swarmed. And it was like, why would she have declined royal protection? Well, now being a little smarter and seeing, you know, basically behind the white sheet that they wear, you see that no, they took it away from her as punishment. So excuse me, none of them should have been surprised by the result that occurred. Um, but Millie drove his youngest son crazy because the oldest one was just, you know, hey, I'm in my own world. I'm going to be king one day. That's all he had in his mind. Okay. V. Merca looked like she wanted to snatch all Kate's weave out of her head, child. Hey, Andy Hart, I give it to Merker for maintaining because while it would have been hilarious to see, in one regard, yeah, no, because we don't need cosplay being the victim when she was not in that situation, and we know that they would have turned that around, where she was the victim. She, uh, she would have incited what would have come to her. I'm just saying. What was? I just saw a comment from Anna, and I'm like, at our home we use the words "goofy bastards." Hey Kim, how are you? Hello, 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 everybody. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. You know, I just realized I don't even have my banner running. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. Please share out if you're able to share out. And, you know, just spread the word, that type of thing. If you are in the clouds and this is your first, second, third, fourth time visiting the channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, notification bell for all so that you know when I go live and can come hang out with us. You know, you know you're a fan of Harry and Meghan. Drop on down. This is a safe space. And if you're not, hey, I'll just blast you back to the block party if you say something crazy in the comments. Um, I'm gonna leave the comments about the length off the big screen. Some of y'all have seen them, I'm sure, because you know. Well, listen, Kim, I'm going to put this up. Kate is dying to connect with others the way Princess Megan has always been able to do without any extra effort. The jealousy is having all of these little outings seem so fake. Well, she could have very well, if she would just be herself, the one that was falling out of cabs and um, had still doesn't have, I can't even say she had a sense of style. Just, just be herself. The one that walked down the runway in a see-through, just be that. And then people would say, okay, she, instead of trying to be this pompous, fake ass person that she portrays and that we see exuded from her. Yeah. Let's see. Marsha, can Scotland actually get rid of Chuck and the British monarchy? I think they would have to have like a ratification vote or something, but I don't think that'll happen. I don't know. Remember, there's stuff going on over there with their leadership and who was talking about doing that, and suddenly now there's all this scandal popping up. So they will move the ones they want out of the way. And there's nothing else that needs to be to explain that comment. Okay. Let me keep on pushing through the comments before I wind up. And I'm not showing that one. Alan, you're not right for what you just. How long ago did you say? Oh my God. Okay. And I'm going to have to get off of here. But Alan, you're not right for that. So I'm going to read it. And I'm going to quickly end the live stream because I do have a hard stop. But Upchuck could have jumped on Camilla's back and rode her over to the birthday party. For the super sticker. I'm not fooling with you with your messages. I'm going to play this for you. And then I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. That took me out. All right. So I want to thank everybody for joining. I hope you had a good time. I hate to kind of cut it sort of abruptly, but yeah, I do need to get on with a couple of things offline and get my attention back over to that. So I will do my best to remember for the members to post those pictures so you can see them. At least that's a little bit of a safer zone than putting them out on the live stream. So please take care of yourself. Please be well. Wear your mask if you're in a large setting. You know how I say that all the time. Love you all. Take care. Speak with you on Saturday.